Does anyone in here hate Whick TV? Because I hate Whick TV, okay? This fucking bloated, okay? Old, decrepit, okay? Creepy old man. The Herbert, okay? The Herbert, the pervert of the DGG orbit, okay? I don't know who that is. Oh, you shall. Okay, so he's a panel show host. Okay, that's all you need to know. All right, a panel show host who is bald. All right, anyhow. Let's take a look. Okay, my friends. His worst crime, he is gay and bald. Okay. All right, let's take a look real quick. So, just FYI, this is what we're going to be covering today. Okay? So, yeah, that's it. The Piers Morgan Destiny panel. All right? Okay. We are all bad way. Exactly. Okay, let's take a look. Destiny was confronted by Piers Morgan today on his show. Piers wanted Destiny to answer why he tweeted out what he did about the victims in Texas. What did Destiny tweet out? Well, he tweeted out that, oh, you know, they're just getting God's divine punishment. Oh, sign up for NordVPN. That's basically what he said. All right. Basically, he was being extremely mean to conservatives. Okay. He was making fun of children dying. Okay. It's based. Okay. I'm a fucking based. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at this clip real quick, and then we will take a look at what Wick said here.
Destiny.
Who's president there? But
Destiny, I want to ask you a question. So, a woman called Kylie Jane Kramer posted on X, I've been trying to wrap my head around how the flooding in Texas became so devastating so quickly. Why not evacuate? Then I saw this. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said the Guadalupe River rose 26 feet in just 46 minutes around 4 a.m. That doesn't even seem natural. To which you reposted this, and you put your own words. I heard God killed those kids because they were using NordVPN, promo code Destiny, to get around the Texas porn ban.
Oh, man.
On reflection, do you think that was grotesquely tasteless thing to be posting?
absolutely not. The hand wringing, the hand wringing here. Oh my God!
Dude,
stop.
Let's go!
You want to talk about dead children? So you should talk about the
Nebraska Steve is so fucking back, boys! Okay,
residents of
right.
Kerr County who rejected using ARPA funds to build the very siren system that Ted Cruz was over here virtue signaling about. Now that the kids are dead, last I checked, the siren system isn't bringing anybody back to life. Okay, the very same system that they could have built for the better part of the last decade. They didn't want to touch those ARPA funds because they thought that if they did, Biden would go and steal their homes, which is the exact same lie that was told in North Carolina when people were rejecting FEMA funds because they thought that if the government was giving them money for their houses, they'd steal it. If you want to talk about grotesque and ghoulish things that are being said,
it's what you put online. I agree with you. It's what you write online. It is grotesque. It's disgusting. But I mean, I guess that's what you do.
How long have people like you told us that if we spend less money in Ukraine, you guys are going to spend more money investing in things like infrastructure in the United States? Where is that money going?
We just had another
massive debt increase. Another massive.
True. You make fun of FEMA? You make fun of FEMA? You make fun, the Republicans, the people who make fun of every single possible relief agency out there, who make fun of anyone who takes government subsidies or government funds or any kind of relief disasters. Now they're getting obliterated by God's divine flood. I'm sorry that you didn't take the planks of wood to build your Noah's Ark. All right? You didn't like it just because it's called Biden's Ark. All right? But you would like it if it's called Trump's Ark. That's what the reality
for more
Knock
tax
yourself
cuts
out.
for wealthy people. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, let me get a Ben.
Okay, anyway. The point is, okay, is that conservatives are shit. All right? And you should never, ever, ever accept any kind of concern trolling from them, okay? If they go like, oh, that doesn't look good for your optics, Destiny. That doesn't look good for you. You double down. You make the edgiest statement ever known to man. Okay, that's what you have God's divine right to do this. Okay, it is your divine right to be as mean and unhinged as possible. Okay, all right. Anyway, So Whick TV, okay, the sniveling little buck-toothed fairy here, okay? Whick TV, this little scrunchly little gremlin, this little fucking smurf, okay? This little fucking 60, 70-year-old virgin, okay? This fucking a lumpy head, okay, over here, all right? His bald head isn't even fucking smooth, okay? He has to wear like a hood in order to keep himself from suffering from hydrothermia, I bet, from his fucking bald head. The point is that Wick here says, the problem is that it becomes harder, not easier, to talk about the hypocrisy of Republicans when Destiny does his edgy shtick. Instead of pointing out all the times Republicans have been hypocrites, we're stuck talking about the edgy tweet. I promise you can discuss the depredations and failures of Republicans without using dead kids as a weapon to mock these hypocrites. And guess what I see in the replies? Destiny anti-fans, okay? This is what happens when the so-called proclaimed Destiny Orbiter Whick TV, okay, goes on to make Destiny anti-fan. You cater to the unhinged people. That's what you're doing. But in addition, you're wrong, okay? That's the worst crime, is that you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong. All right? Being mean is nothing compared to dead children in the first place, okay? The fact they're even focusing on someone who is mocking dead children instead of the dead children themselves, you need to go fuck yourself. Okay, let's take a look. So William, he's on the panel talking about Republicans' hypocrisy. I'd say it worked pretty well. The defender, disagree at powers and powers people. I love it. So we're going to see a bunch of DGers in here, obviously. So Whick TV, okay, then Whick TV uses this opportunity as a way to advertise this fucking stupid fucking panel show, okay? Given the hate I've gotten for this take, maybe next week I'll put together a show on this. Any of you haters in the comments who are defending the edgy jokes want to come on stream and defend your position? No one wants to appear on your shitty panel calls Whick TV, all right? Whick TV, more like sickly TV, okay? No one wants to appear on a shitty panel host with like 50 concurrent viewers, okay? Despite having Destiny connections, you can't get above 200 concurrent, okay? It's time to end your career! Anyway, the point is this, all right? Is that you have CounterCon. Oh wow, the best fucking Destiny orbiter of all time. Okay, counterpoints. All right, I'd happily be on the pro edgy crowd, including Destiny himself, if he chooses to drop by. Wow, you're so brave and awesome for sitting on the fence so hard to the point where the fence goes right up your asshole and gives you an anal prolapse. Okay, good for you. Okay, I'm so glad that fence hit your G-spot. All right, listen. Okay, if you want to get the nearest experience to gay sex, ask your wife. Okay, that's what you should do. All right. Okay. Pat, calm down. These are human beings with human opinions, and they just simply think that what their friend tweeted out was just simply to mean. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! It's time for death in Minecraft. When's Timble gonna prolapse with TV? I will pay him to do it tomorrow. Okay, that sounds unhinged. Okay, didn't you literally bring on the goofball onto Live and Learn, who was a big fan of Destiny because almost entirely because he's aggressive? Wait, is this talking about Taki? Okay, anyway. I can do it. I will defend this. I gladly would. So, there you go, okay? So Whick TV is using this opportunity to promote his shitty little stream. Now, you're very obviously right, cringe. Aspiring Devil, good, okay? I see you in the fucking replies, good. Call out the little Weasley loser. He must know the full wrath of DGG. Can you let Destiny cook a little more on Pierce? No, we need to talk about Whick first, okay? This guy's cringe! This guy's like one of the worst fucking orbiters, okay? So Eli B, okay, this person is officially a Destiny anti-fan, okay? Just so you know. It's a race to the bottom, which is perfect for a bottom feeder like him. He gets clicks, attention, and money at the cost of moving the needle towards the disintegration of our democracy. Wow. So you have learned absolutely nothing from the past 12 years. I am so glad that the last 12 years you have experienced no anime character development. Your character development needle has moved none, okay? You should be thinking, you know what? Sometimes violence is okay. It's kind of like Invincible, right? Can you imagine it like the morale of like Invincible, where Mark Grayson is like in the end, he's like, you know what? I'm always gonna be a good superhero that strives for peace and non-violence. No, that's not character development. Character development is sometimes we do actually need to kill in self-defense, I think. Sometimes we do need to kill to prevent like further deaths or people who will never change. Wow! Whoa! Character development! Isn't that crazy? Nope, but nope. These people refuse to have any kind of character arc whatsoever, okay? Anyway, so you just have a bunch of retards. Is that Adam friended? Oh, wait, hold on. Adam... Okay, this is not Adam unfriended. This is Adam friended, okay? Part of my audience. A lot of Foodshops viewers in here. Ah, yes. Yes, I'm pretty sure I also made my own little tweet. Okay, because I had to get my feelings out there, okay? Where is it? Guys, you just know that I made the most, like, constructive, constructive criticism that Wick would surely, that Wick would surely take in and understand, that I'm sure he would totally, read it and then go like, yeah, you know what? This is based. I'm going to take this feedback into account, which is why I told him, stop being so stupid and ugly, you fucktard. Anyway, I hope he takes this critique into consideration, okay? All right. It's constructive criticism, okay? That's what it is. Okay. By the way, this is the follow-up to the epic banger, okay? The epic WhickTV TV feedback banger, okay? Where is it? Listen, my Twitter account has officially become a WhickTV TV hate account, okay? Why are you so ugly and stupid? Stop smiling ASAP, WhickTV TV. I hope he considers this, okay? Next time he goes onto a show, I will be watching for how many times he opens that fucking mouth of his, okay? Anyway, the point is that we're gonna watch the Piers Morgan panel in which Destiny has cooked this opinion, okay? So let's take a look. Whick TV really needs a Foodshops in his life to improve his channel. I like how Whick TV literally kicked out everyone who was ever entertaining ever, okay? And I don't even think it's because they did something horrendous, okay? Like, who did he kick out? Present Sunday, right? Somebody who is incredibly contentious, right? He kicked out like there are some people that are actual villains, people who they hate, but people who will still show up to watch, But Whick TV is anti-content. This guy is actually anti-content. He thinks that he's actually making an effect on politics by holding these shitty panel shows with 50 fucking viewers, mate. 50 viewers on a Destiny bridge. 50 viewers on a Destiny. You can't make this shit up, okay? On some days, I get more than him, all right? That's crazy. Anyway, okay, that's it on Whick TV, okay? The point is, okay, is that we're here to watch Destiny, okay? Anyway, I'm sleep deprived and I'm cranky, okay? That is actually the real